Okay, so in this course, we're going to investigate the methods used to create machines that generate electricity and machines that use the electricity to run motors. Okay, so it's basically then we're talking about DC and AC machinery, but mostly magnetics. And it's electromagnetics that we're talking about here. There is a relationship between electricity and magnetism. Okay, so in day one, we're going to explore what that relationship is, but we're going to start off with physics, go down to the atomic level to figure what is it in the atomic level that creates this magnetism. Where does this magnetism come from? Then we're going to get into some metallurgy to understand why there are only certain materials that are magnetic, suitably magnetic. We call those ferromagnetic materials. And there's just a very few select materials that do that. Okay, they form the strongest magnets that are needed to create electromagnetic devices. And basically, that's what this course is about, electromagnetic devices. So we're going to start with some metallurgy, look at the atomic structure. Okay, then we're going to talk a little bit about how we use some metallurgy to refine that material so that we build devices that are highly reliable. Okay, and they work out, they give you the maximum amount of magnetism required to run the machines, to create electricity. Then we're going to go into figuring out what is the relationship between electricity and magnetism. And how can we use that to create certain devices that are useful to us? Relays, alternators, generators, motors. And then we're going to concentrate mainly on motors. This week we will touch on DC generators and DC motors. We'll end up with DC motors. And the next week we will look at AC. Okay, and what we will see is that we will always need some DC magnetic devices, okay, to create the machines that we need. So that's why we start off with DC. And basically the way to do that is run a current through a wire that's wrapped around a ferromagnetic material. Running that current through induces a magnetic field into that core material, that ferromagnetic material, and makes a permanent magnet. Okay, and it stays permanent until we remove that magnetism from it. We'll get into how do we actually remove the magnetism so that we can the material becomes non-magnetic. It's not a permanent magnet anymore. Okay, we look into that. But today we're going to concentrate mainly on ferromagnetism and materials that are ferromagnetic. Okay, and so if you have any questions, make sure you contact me and I can answer them. You can contact me by email, or you can give me a call at my home phone number or my cell number. Okay, all that information will be available to you on a daily basis. The homework, there are homework assignments. Please complete them, and you can, normally what I ask for is what I'm mostly interested in is what are those questions, those homework questions that are giving you trouble. So let me know what those are. Okay, so basically you still have to submit the homework. All right, you submit the homework, and you can leave a question blank with some question marks after it, and then I'll understand that you're having trouble answering that question. So then I can answer that face to face with you in our daily Zoom meetings. We will have Zoom meetings at 12:15 every day. Uh, and so be prepared to ask me questions, okay, or things that are giving you trouble. All right. So good luck, and I'll see you at Zoom.